CrossFit describes itself as constantly varied, functional movements performed at high intensity. But what if we use all the tools, training advice, practices, and the methodology of CrossFit, but took away just one element? What if, instead of becoming constantly varied, we went all in on one particular movement? Ben Bergeron, head of CompTrain, says that when his top athletes have a weakness, they work on it relentlessly. They will perform said weakness 3 times a week. And if it's a bleeding weakness that could potentially derail their CrossFit season, they will hyper-focus this said weakness every day for 30 days straight. Applying this mindset, using their techniques, and finding the best approaches to achieve these goals, I'm going to teach you at home how to crush your goals, see improvement, and fill those holes. This challenge is called Ground Zero. I'll do what it takes to make you believe. With my heart and high for drive, we do what we want, but when I'm free, with our hearts on. What's going on, beasts, and welcome to Ground Zero, episode 10. Today's topic: heavy week begins. It's amazing that we've made it to episode 10 already. It doesn't even feel like it's been that long, but the journey is continuing. The pursuit for 150 kilo bench press will continue, and we are hitting our first heavy week of this series. Heavy week, unfortunately I missed the first session, as in filming. I did perform a session at work, so I wasn't able to film it. But nevertheless, this is going to be the session today. We've got our week 4, session 3, and we're looking at the bench press ladder. So we start with one set of 10 at 50%, one set of 8 at 60%, one set of 6 at 70%, one set of 5 at 75%, one set of 4 at 80%, and then we get into the juicy sets. 2 sets of 3 at 85%, and then 2 sets of 2 at 90%. Now, regardless whether I PB or not at the end of this cycle, I definitely have felt my volume and my ability to produce force in volume has improved. To be able to hit 2 sets of 3 and 2 sets of 2 at 85 to 90% is, in my opinion, impressive. I've barely been able to hit over 120 in the past, so to be able to do 2 sets of 3 at 120 and then 2 sets of 2 at 127.5 kilos, to me that's just genuinely impressive and I guess just a showing of how far I've come since the start of this program. Really happy with the progression so far in the bench press, and a couple of things that I definitely have thought about in the next coming weeks and into the future as I try and attain this goal is, look, I probably won't end up PBing at the end of this program. Like, I'm going to be completely honest, and that's okay. It's all about the process, the ability to develop bench press technique, the ability to produce muscle, size, strength in those areas. And I mean, when it comes down to it, being able to move bench press easy isn't my problem. It's when those sets and reps get over that 120 kilo range, my tricep lockout begins to struggle. And as we're speaking this video right now, for me, it's the 20th of May as I'm recording this voice. I am working and building a new program, and that's going to identify the current weakness that I have still, which is that tricep lockout. Now, even though this program itself was 30 days, it was quite relatively short. Don't expect those results to come after 20 days. You may get lots just because you haven't bench pressed very much. But for me, it's been something I've been working on for 8 to 12 weeks now. So I feel like that the progression will start to be slow, and then adding those extra 1%ers, things like accommodating load, things like tempo, things like potentially different movements might actually benefit me more, like JM press, a bit more overhead press, etc. And these are all the things I'm going to be playing around with in the coming weeks. So look forward to seeing that coming your way. But for now, I'm really focusing on just getting through the end of this program. I have about 3 weeks off coming up and 3 weeks of really little training. So that's going to be a bit of a spanner in the works, but just like anything in life, you got to expect adversity. And the ability to overcome that adversity is a true testament to an athlete's ability to progress. The process is going to be the most important thing for me, and really focusing on coming back strong. Hopefully, some niggles have worn out. So some of the little a bit more painful parts of, bench pressing, of course, a little bit of overuse, getting rid of all that and coming back with fresh body and fresh eyes ready to approach another program. Let me know how you guys have been going. If you are following this program itself, comment down below your thoughts, your feelings, and potentially anything that you would like to know about bench press, about building strength, or even just CrossFit in general. Speaking of CrossFit, I have been still doing CrossFit in the background. I'm just showcasing what I am doing with the bench press specifically. It's incredible that I'm still doing other things, including this program, because this program itself is pretty full on, as you've probably noticed. The next phase I'm going into as well, just while we are talking about the next phase of programming, is a rate of perceived exertion, or the RPE format. I found that percentage work, like today, was excellent. Like I killed it today. Like as you're watching right now on screen, 127.5 kilos or 90% is moving quite easily. A little bit of struggle at the end of that second rep, but overall it was quite good. So like days like today, I'm really happy with my performance. However, not every day is like today, which is why the RPE format is probably going to work better for me in future programming. I might have trained at work. I might have done some sort of hard PT session or battle PT, and it may not have allowed me to perform at my highest standards. So just using that, based on how you feel kind of format, it might help me progress further in the future. And that's the aim. That's going to be the aim moving forward. And that's pretty much going to be today's topic of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed. As always, leave a like, subscribe to the channel. And if you haven't checked out the other episodes, there's a playlist, Ground Zero. Have a check it out, go through the playlist, watch the previous episodes. I always talk about generally some sort of topic of the episode, but today I was really focusing on just letting you guys know what the future holds for the program, what this heavy week and what this heavy session is. And for that program, absolutebeast.org, you get $2 off if you use that code in the description. And as always, you guys at home, stay a beast.